everyone. Sporting Memories answers for this evening. So if you remember, this week's theme was just simply a mixed bag. We didn't go for a set topic. So this sports quiz is generally for you all-rounders who know a lot of sport. I'll sew in some background where I can. So if you've got your answer sheet ready from the other night, we'll start with question 1. I'll just quickly repeat it and then we'll give you the answer. So number 1, I asked you which club bought John Charles from Juventus in 1962. And the answer to that was Leeds United. Now you might ask, what's a British player doing playing in an Italian club back in the early 60s? That sounds a bit odd. Well, you'd be right to say that because John Charles was one of the earliest British players who did make the trek abroad to the continent. So he was a legend originally at Leeds from 1949 to 1957, also a Welsh international. He then got a move to Juventus, where he started playing for them from 1957 till 1962. Leeds basically broke the bank to bring him back. That was Don Revie. And unfortunately, John Charles wasn't quite the same player when he returned. So within a season, he was back in Italy, at this time at Roma, where he played from 62 to 1963. And then after that, he went back to Britain, finishing his playing career, I think, at Wolves. He was a Welsh international from 1950 to 1965. And a lot of people sort of consider John Charles probably as the greatest all-round footballer that has ever come from Great Britain. So high praise indeed. So the answer was Leeds United. Number 2, with which field event do you associate the name Dalton Grant? And those of you who follow athletics will know Dalton was a high jumper. He competed in 5 consecutive Commonwealth Games, bringing home a silver from Auckland in 1990 and a gold from Kuala Lumpur in 1998. He did attend numerous Olympic Games, but was generally, well, he was always out of the medals. I think his highest position was in the top 10, probably 7th, something like that. He had a personal best of 2 meters 36, which is a very impressive leap in high jump. So yeah, number 2, Dalton Grant. Number 3, how many World Snooker Championships has the great Jimmy White won? And the answer is, of course, it's none. Jimmy White is considered often the greatest player not to have won the world title. Nicknamed the Whirlwind, considered as being the people's champion. He did win, of course, snooker's other big top prizes, the Masters and the UK Championship. He got into 6 world finals, but unfortunately never managed to win one. But he has won the World Seniors Championship in 2010 and last year in 2019. So that's Jimmy White. He didn't win any world titles. Number 4, Ian Botham left Somerset for which other county cricket club? And that was, he left Somerset for Worcestershire. He was at Somerset many years, 1973 to the mid-80s, I think 1987. Also playing with England, of course. And at Worcestershire from about 1987 to about 1991, roughly about 5 seasons. So considered also one of the greatest all-rounders in the game. So the answer there is Worcestershire. Number 5, what nationality was the former goalkeeper Hans Segers? And of course he came from the Netherlands. Started off at PSV Eindhoven from 1981 to 84, being signed then by Nottingham Forest 84 to 88. And then what most people remember him for is when he joined the Crazy Gang, Wimbledon, where he joined them in 88 to 96. 1988, of course, being Wimbledon's highly successful year when they picked up the FA Cup final. So the other main goalkeeper, of course, at Wimbledon was Dave Besant, which most people will recall as well. Number 6. which county cricket team have also got the nickname or the name of the Phoenix? And that is Yorkshire. A lot of people might not remember that or realise that, but they do actually, if you look them up, have also got Phoenix. Not that well known, but it is their other name, the Phoenix. Number 7. If I went along to a football derby, watching the Robins playing the Pirates, what football derby would that be? And the answer to this one, it would be a Bristol derby. I'd be watching Bristol City, who are the Robins, playing Bristol Rovers, who are the Pirates. Bristol Rovers being formed in 1883, and they were originally known for a few seasons as the Black Arabs Football Club. I don't think that would go down too well in the present climate, do you? Bristol Rovers sounds much more acceptable. So Bristol for number 7. Number 8. Who was the first person to score a maximum 147 in the Snooker World Championships in the Crucible in Sheffield? And the answer there is the Canadian Cliff Thorburn, otherwise known as the Grinder. He was the World Snooker Champion in 1980, and he pulled off the first 147 in 1983. He was one of a numerous Canadian players at that time. I'm thinking of Kirk Stevens, Bill Werbeniuk, Alain Robidoux, the French Canadian. So the answer is Cliff Thorburn for number 8. Number 9. Who did Frank Bruno beat to become the world heavyweight champion? And it was on the 2nd of September 1995 that he beat Oliver McCall. Oliver McCall, it was Frank Bruno's 4th attempt at a world title, and on this occasion he was successful. So Oliver McCall is the answer to number 9. Number 10 for Formula 1 fans. The Japanese Grand Prix takes place at what track? And it is Suzuka. Suzuka is the name of the track we were looking for, where the Japanese Grand Prix takes place for number 10. Well done if you got that right. Number 11, this is quite a tricky one. In the decathlon event, which is spaced out in 2 days, what is the first event held on the second day of competition? So the second day of competition begins with the 110 metres hurdles. If I just break it down for you, day 1 looks like this: 100 metres, long jump, shot put, high jump, 400 metres. And day 2, 110 hurdles, discus, pole vault, javelin, and to round off with the grueling 1500 metres. That's number 11. Number 12, which golfer has won the most majors in the 20th century? And we were looking there for Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus was the answer to number 12, 18 majors, which is phenomenal. Nicknamed the Golden Bear, he won a massive 117 pro tournaments in his career. That's huge. So number 12, Jack Nicklaus. Number 13, in what sport would I see the Cowdray Gold Cup presented? And the answer to that one is the sport where you ride a horse. Here's a clue, Prince Charles. Yeah, it's polo. Polo is where I'd see the Cowdray Gold Cup. That's number 13. Number 14, Formula 1. Which country does former Formula 1 world champion Emerson Fittipaldi come from? And he comes from Brazil. That's right, he does. He comes from Brazil. So Fittipaldi won 2 world titles, 1972 with Lotus, where he was very successful. And he moved to McLaren in 1974, where he also won a world title. He was active between 1970 and 1980. And when I was young, probably less than the age of 10, I was given one Christmas the Emerson Fittipaldi John Player Special Formula 1 Lotus winning car, which I have still got to this day. Very collectible. I think nearly everyone in my class had one. So that's number 14, Brazil. And finally, number 15, Arnold Palmer is a legend from what sport? And it's golf. Yeah, another golfing one. Nicknamed the King. Good nickname, isn't it? He was really considered the first superstar of the TV age, which is in the 1950s. Arnold Palmer, along with Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player, were considered at that time, in the early 60s onwards, the big three in golf. His career spanned a whopping 6 decades. He won 62 PGA titles. What else can we say? He passed away in 2016, aged 87. So Arnold Palmer is a legend in sport for question 15. So I hope you've enjoyed that little mixture there, the mixed bag sporting memories quiz. I hope it's conjured up a few sporting memories. It's maybe got you back onto YouTube looking at some of these clips, and it's maybe got you dusting down that Emerson Fittipaldi Formula One John Player special car if you've got that holed up somewhere in your wardrobe, and dig that one out. So till next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.